Jonesport, Maine, and that one's going to be built for a contest station. 22 acres, sitting on a saltwater marsh with salt water in all directions, but other than northwest towards Japan, but even southwest, I shoot over salt water at the new QTH that I start building in about 2 weeks. I put in the permit for 6 200-foot towers. All I need to do is get the stamp from the planning board. All the zoning regulations allow it, so just going through the motions, and we start building a station very comparable to this one, if not better, for contesting. This one's built for DXing. DXing in mind when we built this station. We still have plenty of room to roam here. We got 63 acres at this location in Eastport, Maine, and we've only used about 10 or 12 acres so far. So still got work to go. As long as I can still do this antenna work, I'll keep on doing it. But at some point, somebody else is going to have to take over. Pleasure's all mine. Golf Zero Alpha Whiskey Victor, Whiskey 2 Radio Echo 73 from the great state of Maine. Over. Yep, very good. Well, thanks for the nice wishes there. And yeah, it's a huge undertaking. I mean, I spent a lot of time just lining up crane service and backhoes and excavators. Today I went to one of the locations up in the mountains, up in the Catskill Mountains, 7.7 acres on a hilltop, 2,300 feet above sea level. And we start building. We actually start building now. I had to mark the land today because the guy that's taking care of the brush hogging for us didn't know where the markers were. So that's just one of the many projects that are going on. I maintain about 15, maybe 20 now. I haven't been keeping track, but anywhere between 15 to 20 stations here in the East Coast of the United States. I built and maintained just for remote systems, not let alone just building stations for the typical ham that operates from home. 73, take care. Always a pleasure. Golf Zero Alpha Whiskey Victor, Whiskey 2 Radio Echo 73. Bye-bye. Bye-bye, 73, thanks. EI9J up, Whiskey 2 Radio Echo. Did you say something there, Nikki? Yeah, you're peaking 40 over. You're 5.9 plus 40. What time of the morning is it there? Wow, wow, wow. Very good. Yeah, the signals are very loud. Just worked out 0 Alpha Whiskey Victor. He was 20 over. You're peaking 30 to 40 over. Propagation's really, really good here tonight. Go ahead. Yeah, okay, very good. Did you post it to my Facebook page, or did you send it to me in Messenger? Go ahead. Yeah, okay, very good, Nikki. Well, thanks for calling in again. No problem. So far, you've been allowed at your 40 over at peak there. QRZ, Whiskey 2, Radio Echo. Yeah, it looks like there's a pipeline to Ireland. Echo India 3 Golf Italy Bravo. I'll give you a report on the next over. Nice signal, 59 plus. I don't know exactly what plus, but you're up there. Name is Ray, Romeo Alpha Yankee. Location, Eastport, Maine. QSL. Yeah, very good, Gary. Fantastic. Well, to be quite honest with you, I'm closer to the central part of Ireland, where you and Nikki are, than I am to Phoenix, Arizona. So, the west coast of the United States is further away than Ireland. I'm sitting in the most eastern point in the United States. The actual city is called Eastport, and that's known for the most eastern city in the USA. I'm running a triple stack 4 over 4 over 4. My call sign is Whiskey 2 Radio Echo. Whiskey 2 Radio Echo. And I've been to Nikki's QTH there in Kildare, so I know the area very well. You're doing great. You're 20 to 30 over. Incredible signal there, Gary. What is your antenna, guys? Yeah, okay, very good. Well, it's doing a great job for you. And I think Nikki's running the same antenna. Maybe Nikki's running 4 elements. I can't remember. He's running the stepper as well, at about the same height. And Nikki's got a real nice QTH there too, sitting high up, just like you are. I don't know what his elevation is there, but it's probably comparable. You're sounding great. Audio's fantastic. Doing a good job. I'm actually operating remote. I'm physically sitting in New York at my home QTH here. I'm on my PC, and I'm transmitting from the station in Maine, which is about 500 miles to the northeast of me, doing it remote control. Go ahead. Yeah, I don't know what station that could be. Were you in the Crown Plaza? Okay, very good. Yeah, it's very possible. It could be. Without knowing who the call sign was, I can't really speculate or not. But you know, a lot of people are remoting these days, so it could be somebody individually doing it themselves. Right? Okay, very good. Yeah, I know David. He's a personal friend. For a matter of fact, David has a huge station right across the bay from this one. This one's in Eastport, Maine, and David's station's in Lubec, Maine. And I actually built that station for David, and we still got more work going on over there. So yeah, absolutely. I'm not surprised that you worked David on his laptop from Dayton. I'm sure he was on the air. I mean, he operates from his iPhone on the train from Long Island to New York City every day. So yeah, we built a remote station for him. For a matter of fact, I met him in Dayton 2 years ago, and we came up with a quick discussion about building him a station in Maine. And that was in May. By August, he found a piece of property, and by October, he had 2 rotating towers up with a stacked antennas, right? Yeah. So the key to remoting is the beauty about remoting is what's the wording I'm looking for? You save yourself the loss of gain and coax loss. So typically, when a guy builds a station, he builds his station. He might put up multiple towers. It all depends on where you are in the world. I mean, you guys over in Ireland have a little more room to roam than the guys in the UK. So a typical guy here in the U.S. that's going to be competitive in contesting or DXing usually has 2 or 3 towers. Typically, some guys just have 1, but the guys that have multiple towers, they typically put their towers up. They could be anywhere from 2, 3, 4, 500 feet apart, and then they run all their coax. They put all that money into those antennas, and then they run that lossy coax all the way 500 feet to their shack. Well, what we do is we put the shack right underneath the tower because we're operating remote. So your physical connection is never there on site. Your physical connection could be anywhere in the world. So all that loss for coax is gone. You take the antenna system and you plug it right into your shack right underneath the rotating towers. And that alone saves you a huge amount of loss of gain. I don't care if you're running 7/8 hardline or 1 5/8 hardline. Loss is loss. And if you can eliminate that loss by putting the station right underneath the towers, you're ahead of the game, guys. But we never do that. Basically, as of today, I mean, things are evolving pretty quick here, but as of today, we got a K3. So you're looking at those pictures, you'll see they're little barn sheds, and we insulated them and ran all the electricity out to the sheds, and in those sheds, you have our internet connection, which is from the telephone pole or from the street into those sheds. We have the internet in there. We have a K3, Elecraft K3. Most of them are K3S's. And expert or Elecraft amplifiers, solid-state amplifiers. and then, you know, our server to do the remote stuff. And that's all it is. There's nothing in there that you wouldn't have in a typical shack other than you never physically operate from there. You operate remotely, guys. Well, right now I'm operating right from my PC. There's multiple ways you can do it. Right now I'm operating from my PC, and yeah, I can operate with a K3 Mini, which is just a remote head. But to be honest with you, I prefer operating from the console because it's so much nicer than the radio. The K3 radio is a complicated radio. When I operate from the console here, it's so simple, and the layout is so nice, and I can get better audio for whatever reason through the PC than I can get through the actual K3 Mini. So I only use the K3 Mini when I'm contesting. So if I'm in a radio contest, I really need the one thing that I need that I don't have in the console here, which is I'm operating from a web page, is I don't actually have a VFO knob. And, you know, it's not complicated to turn the VFO knob here in the console, but it's so much easier from the radio. So that's the only plus of using the radio in my instance is that you have a VFO knob, yes? We do it multiple ways. We have remote rigs at some locations. In some locations, we're just using our own. We have our own software that basically the remote rig is a hardware solution. Well, we have a software solution to do the same thing as the remote rig, and we do that from a helper app. But when I'm operating from the web page, I am not connected at all with a remote rig. So right now, there's no remote rig in my connection right now to the station. And I can operate CW without any latency, just as if I was using a remote rig, Ed. Yeah, okay. I don't know if Nikki's still in there. Are you still in there, Nikki, Dad? Yeah, okay, very good. I'm working Echo India 3, Golf India Bravo. What's your name again? Got the name? Okay, Gary, sorry about that. I already put you in a log, and the log doesn't spit out the name for me after I import it here. We actually have our own built-in logger on this web page, believe it or not. So, anyway, I'm working Gary. He's got a big signal just like you, Nicky. Go ahead. Yeah, okay, very good. Hey, Gary, where are you located in Ireland, Go ahead? Yeah, okay, very good. Yeah, I was on a mic 3 last summer there. And very good. So you're south of Dublin, right? Are you near like the what's over there, like the Wicklow Mountains or something? Okay, Nicky. Yeah, okay, very good, very good. Yeah, I didn't when I was over there last summer with Nicky, I came over, me, my wife, and my son and his girlfriend came over last July. We stayed with Nicky for, I don't know, about 9 or 10 days. But I never went to the north. I pretty much went to the south and the southwest. Probably next time I come over, I'll head over to the north side. And we went to that radio event there in Germany, the W2RE 2018 Radio Olympics thing, the IARU thing. So we came over to Nicky's. We spent 6 or 7 days, and Nicky and my family flew to Germany for 4 or 5 days, and then we flew back to Nicky and then flew home. So it was a nice trip. So I know all the M numbers for the motorways. Go ahead. No. This was an actual radio contest where the best operators in the world competed against each other. There were like 50 or 60 teams from around the world. They have that event every 4 years, like the Olympics, right? No. This time around, I went over there as a spectator. I was a competitor in 2014. It was a blast, but I'd rather be a spectator, rather drink and eat. It's just too much stress and to put on yourself to fly or to another part of the world and then operate a contest. We went over there. We drank many pints in Ireland, and then we went over to Germany and drank the German stuff. Go ahead. Very good. Well, my wife is Polish, so she can drink me under the table. Go ahead. Well, listen, if you look me up on QRZ, you can see my last name. I'm an Irish guy. My brother did the family tree thing, and he told me my ancestors came from Cork. So I didn't get a trip up to Cork on this last trip over there, but I guess I'll take a spin up there next year. We're coming back over next year. I don't know the dates yet. But we're going to spend a week or 2 weeks with Nicky again. Nicky was just over here. He was here with my family for 2 weeks. I actually took him up to this QTE where we're operating from right now in Maine. Go ahead. Okay, very good. Nicky, you still on frequency? Yeah, he was saying there's a bike race, I guess in the town he lives or nearby, on the 15th and the 16th. A motocross, the biking there you're into. Go ahead. Gary, was that the 15th and the 16th of June? Okay, road racing. Okay, very good. I can't believe it. You guys are both 30 over, and you can't hear each other. I mean, how many miles apart? How many or kilometers? Whatever you guys use over there. What is the difference? The distance between you two guys? That's it. 60, 70 miles. You guys can't hear each other on ground waves? Okay, Gary, can you hear Nikki? Yeah, okay, okay. Well, it's just amazing. I mean, you guys are just, I mean, it's like you're right here with me. I mean, that's how loud both of you guys are. I mean, I kid Nikki all the time. I said, listen, we ever build a station near in Ireland, like the Echo India 7 Mike guy did up there, and we contest from there, nobody's going to touch you from Europe. I mean, Ireland is like always the loudest here in the United States. You guys are the last ones to go to bed, too. I mean, geez, think about it. What does the typical Irish guy go to bed, 3 o'clock in the morning? Very good, very good. Well, so when I worked for Pepsi Cola, I'm retired, 30 years working for Pepsi Cola. I used to get up at 4 o'clock in the morning to go to work. So just imagine what time I used to go to. I used to go to bed at 8 o'clock in the evening. Yeah, very good. Good stuff. Really good stuff. Well, I always enjoy working over into the Republic of Ireland. Hey, maybe when we get over this time, we'll meet up and have a pint. Go ahead. Yeah, very good, Gary. Did I miss that earlier when you said that you want to operate from the pub? Do you own a pub there? Go ahead. Okay, very good. Well, write this down. Guaranteed. I'll be in your pub next summer. Go ahead. Yeah, very good, fantastic. Yeah, I'll remind Nikki before I come over that we'll put that on the calendar, and at least have one drink with you there in the pub, and do a little sightseeing in your area there. Sounds like a lot of fun, and really look forward to meeting you. And thanks for the invite on the place there. Well, I have a lot of vacant homes here. I got all these remote locations in the Northeast United States, so I have houses that just sit there. Nobody lives in them. I don't want anybody to rent them either because we have so much equipment in these places that they just sit vacant. So likewise, you ever come to the United States, we have homes in the mountain on oceanfront. Go ahead. Oh no, I can't discuss it on the air, Gary. Just for regulations and stuff like that. But if you look me up on or ask Nicky, he could fill you in there, guys. To it. It's on the calendar. We're definitely going to do it, no doubt about it. We'll see you June, July, August of 2020. It's already written in stone. We're definitely coming. We'll talk to you later, Gary. Echo India 3, Golf India Bravo, Whiskey 2, Radio Echo 73. Okay, very good. Nikki, you still on frequency? Yeah, we're gonna when I come over next summer, we're gonna take a spin down to spin up to where Gary lives. He's got a pub there, a local pub just north of Dublin. Go ahead. Yeah, very good. He said he met up with you a few weeks ago there, go ahead. Yeah, very good, very good. All right, I'm going to see what else is on the band here. I just got a text message that from 3 Zulu 9 Delta X-ray that you're almost to Conway Reef. I don't know how that guy gets, I don't know how he had the email, but I just got a message from Dom, 3 Zulu 9 Delta X-ray. He's almost to 3 Delta 2 Charlie Radio, so they should be on the air here shortly, guys. Very good. I guess Dipolio must be listening to us because he wants to know if he can go with us to Ireland. Yeah, very good. Have you heard that, Dipolio? You got a sleeping bag. Yeah, very good, Dipolio. You're on the backside of my beam. I can barely hear you, though. What's going on over there in Illinois? Okay, Okay, hold on one second. Nicky, I'm going to turn the antenna towards Dipoli. I want to see what his signal is when I beam towards him. I've seen that. I'm back in Europe. Did you see that, Nicky? Did you see that Paul made it to that same sign that we made it there in Maine? He made his 50th state. I don't know. I think Lori told him. I think Lori asked you where that castle was, and you said in Maine. There you go, there you go. All right, Dipolio, nice to hear you tonight. Thanks for checking in, old man. You got it. Listen, I'm always game for something, as long as it's outside of the tower building season. So, We'll catch up with you soon. Always fun watching your adventures on Facebook. Good stuff, man. And Alan's a solid guy. I'm glad you guys had a good time. No, I'm actually in my tractor at home. I was up in the Catskills today for a couple hours and came back home, and I'm operating the main station, as you probably know. Go ahead. One of a few, right? Let me see if there's any other Europeans in there before I shut it down here. Any other stations in Europe? Whiskey 2 Radio Echo. Germany 1, Italy Victor Lima, good morning to you. Must be quite early in the morning there. You're 59, over. Okay, very good. Well, you're doing great. You're 59, no problem, great audio. And I'm running 1 kilowatt and 4/4/4 sitting on the Atlantic Ocean, guys. Okay, great. Thanks for calling in. Appreciate it. A very good morning. Enjoy your weekend. Golf 1, Italy, Victor Lima, Whiskey 2, Radio Echo, 7-3. Is there any stations in Eastern Europe? I just wanted checking propagation. Any stations in Eastern Europe, please call. Okay, Echo, you're 59. Okay, the Echo Hotel antenna, 1 meter, very good. You're 5-9 with it, sounding good. Go ahead. Yep, very good. Great to hear you. Thanks for calling in. 73 and take care. Bye-bye. Bye-bye, thanks. QRZ, Whiskey 2, Radio Echo. Okay, Nikki, are you still in there? Yeah, I'm going to check out of here now. I think Lori got home here shortly. And going to head up and probably put my feet up and watch some TV or something. We'll catch up with you later, Nikki. EI9JF, W2RE. Fine business. We'll catch up with you later, and we'll discuss the antennas on a messenger. 7-3, take care. EI9JF, W2RE. 7-3.